Hey, good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing? I'm thirsty. Um, I have been taking my own advice and I've been laying on the couch all day, so it's good to be standing up at my standing desk with you right now. And we're going to actually dive into several of the oils as part of my ABCs of essential oils. We have talked about reflexology, emotions, oil safety, how to use them properly, the different ways that you can use them. And so today we're going to be diving into some of the individual oils. And we'll be covering all the A and B oils. So before we get started, I would like to introduce myself to you who don't know me yet or don't know me well. My name is Melinda Heyer-Getz. I am a natural wellness educator with Wolf House Natural Living. And I'm passionate about sharing essential oils, natural forms of wellness, how to get healthy, stay healthy, things that we can do for our mind, body, and spirit to just make our lives better, to de-stress ourselves. And it's a journey that I'm on, and I love sharing my experience with you. And I hope that I can make a difference. And that being said, welcome to the live broadcast today. And if you're watching on the replay, thank you so much for joining me. Please comment and ask your questions, leave comments, and then share this broadcast with others so that we can empower even more people to know that they have a choice in their healthcare. And they have choices in how they can live, and also that they don't have to figure it out themselves. So you don't have to figure it out. I'm doing the work for you. I'm learning from other great people out there, friends of mine, different people that I know in the essential oil business and just in natural living world. So please do share, and again, leave your comments, give me some likes and hearts so I know that the information I'm sharing is valuable to you. And yeah, that's it. So let me put on my glasses so I can see my notes. I do not have all of this memorized. You don't have to have it all memorized. Grab a notebook and a pen and take notes. And then you can also come back and rewatch this anytime that you want. I have a playlist on my Facebook Wolf House Natural Living page that has all of the ABCs of essential oils videos in there. So they're easy to find. And I do have a YouTube page. I have a little bit of difficulty getting the videos into my Wolf House Natural Living YouTube channel, but I'm figuring it out. That's kind of new to me. So, but obviously you can see me here on Facebook Live, and I want to thank Be Live TV for making this a really easy way to come and be with you today. And shout out for Be Live TV. And let's see. I want to make sure I do all my housekeeping before I get started, and I think I did. So I just love on Be Live TV how I'm able to have like a pretty little frame around the screen, and I'm able to put up these different things like down there where it says ABCs of essential oils, and it just makes it look pretty. And when you comment, I can throw your comment up there so everybody can see it and know what we're talking about. So yeah, come on, say hi, say where you're joining me from, and we'll get started. So the first oil that we have under A is Arbor vitae. Arbor vitae is the tree of life. And so it has a very grounding, woodsy smell. I mean, it just smells like you're inside the tree. It's beautiful. I love it. It smells like bark and like you're out in nature. And this does come from the wood part of the tree, and it's steam distilled, and it protects against environmental threats. It naturally repels insects. The cool thing about Arbor vitae is this is called the tree of life, partially, I think, because it lasts for hundreds, even thousands of years. And the reason is that it has a natural insect repellent in its bark. And so when the tree finally dies and, you know, we go and we get the wood and we distill it into the essential oil, it still has that natural insect repelling benefit in it. So that's really cool. And it's also a powerful cleansing and purifying agent. So this can be used aromatically and topically. We do not use this one internally. It can be used neat, which means you can use it topically without diluting it. A wood polish that you can make with Arbor vitae is a quarter cup of olive oil, quarter cup of vinegar, and then 10 drops of the Arbor vitae essential oil, and put that in a glass spray bottle, and you can use that to polish your wood. It's all natural, non-toxic, and it's going to smell really great. I just need to move this over here so I can see my notes. The other thing I wanted to tell you is, as I mentioned a couple weeks ago when we were talking about emotions, is that all of the essential oils have an emotional benefit. And I'm not going to read you the whole, read up here, but I am just going to tell you the emotions that are addressed. So, like if you can identify with any of these, then Arbor vitae may be a good one for you to get and use in your diffuser like I have here. So emotions addressed are willful, struggle, excessive effort, distressed, rigid, fearful, or a need to control. And then some companion oils that go along very nicely with Arbor vitae are cypress, sandalwood, wintergreen, the massage blend, which is Aroma Touch, which I'm also going to talk about, rose oil, and Roman chamomile. All right, so that's Arbor vitae. Now the next one is a blend. This one's called Aroma Touch. And I haven't talked about this yet, but I do an Aroma Touch technique where you lay on a massage table, and I use a series of 8 essential oils and do a light touch on the back, and it's very calming and soothing and therapeutic. It helps to work toxins out of your system. So if you live in the Long Beach area, anywhere around here, I'm available to do that. That is something that I offer. And obviously one of the oils that we use is Aroma Touch. So this is a blend of cypress, peppermint, marjoram, basil, grapefruit, lavender. Yeah, grapefruit and lavender. And it's clean, fresh, minty, and powdery, the smell. So let me smell that for you. So the great thing about doing these Facebook Lives for you when I'm talking about essential oils is that I always open up the bottles and smell them. And you can't smell that. Now, that is a technology that I think needs to be developed, is smell, like, so that you can smell it. Because really, that's what it's all about, is just, I mean, even if you can't smell, the oils work. So just know that the oils work regardless of whether you can smell them or not, but it's so nice to smell them. So, so this is the massage blend, as I previously mentioned. And, you can apply it to the neck and shoulders to promote feelings of relaxation, to lessen tension, or use with a carrier oil for massage. You can give your loved one a hand massage with this. You can, of course, you can do the Aroma Touch hand technique or the full technique on the back. You can add it to Epsom salts in your bath and for a nice soak. So if you're feeling a lot of tension, you know, I've been dealing with back pain that I did a whole thing on that the other day. And so soaking with Epsom salts and the Aroma Touch is very calming and soothing for the muscles. You can apply 1 or 2 drops to ever desired area. So like, you know, a lot of people get tension in their shoulders, and sometimes it radiates up into your head. So you can rub it into your shoulders, the bottoms of your feet, really, like, you know, maybe add some fractionated coconut oil and a couple drops of the Aroma Touch and really just knead it into the bottoms of your feet, and it'll just absorb up into your whole body and feel so good. And there is a possibility of skin sensitivity. You want to keep it out of the reach of children. And if you're pregnant, nursing, or under a doctor's care, you should consult your physician. So we say that because we want you to be safe, and I don't think anything's going to happen or go wrong, but you know, if you feel that you need to do that, you should do that. Now, you should also avoid the sunlight or UV rays for up to 12 hours after applying this product, because it does have grapefruit in it, and citrus oils are photosensitive. And then the emotions for that one, let me see here. Aroma Touch, the massage blend. I forgot to mark that page. So obviously it's the oil of relaxation, and the emotions that are addressed are if you're feeling tense, stiffness in body or mind, if you're stressed, unable to relax. So you can use this oil topically, but you can use it aromatically if you're trying to, you know, have less stress. So you might just want to take a nice whiff out of the bottle. So good. All right. So next, we only had the 2 oils in under A. And then we're going to move on to balance. This is one of my all-time favorite. Let's see, how do I do that? Balance. It's our grounding blend. So this is a blend of spruce needles. Let's see if I can move this over. Hoe wood, frankincense, blue tansy, blue chamomile, in a base of fractionated coconut oil. So this one is not a blend of just straight oils. It does have fractionated coconut oil in it. So it's already pre-diluted. And it's a great one to start your morning off. Put it on the bottoms of your feet to help you feel grounded and get a good positive start to your day. It promotes a whole body sense of relaxation, evokes feelings of tranquility and balance. You can use it before bed for a restful night's sleep, either putting it on the bottom of your feet or in your diffuser. You can add it to your neck and wrists. I did that backwards, didn't I? Your neck and wrists to help ease anxious feelings. So the spruce, which is one of the oils in doTERRA Balance, was used by Native Americans for health and spiritual reasons and is still used today to bring harmony to the mind and body. And the hoe wood, blue tansy, and blue chamomile can ease anxious feelings, while frankincense provides the grounding, balancing effect on emotions. And let me bring up balance. Where did that go? Our grounding blend. So the emotions that are addressed here are if you're feeling ungrounded, unwilling to take responsibility for yourself or your life, disconnected, unstable, or scattered. I think I actually highlighted, I know that I did. I highlighted this oil the other day when we were talking about emotions. So Balance is a great oil. You can use it aromatically and topically, and you can use it neat, which means undiluted. So next we're going to talk about basil. This is a really, really great oil. I use it a lot. Of course, you can use it for cooking. So if a recipe calls for maybe anywhere from a half to a whole teaspoon of basil, you can use a drop of the essential oil. And then if you need less than that, you can do the toothpick method, which is you can, I'm going to show you how to do this. This is how you take this off, and then you kind of use it to pop the stopper out, okay? Then you can take a toothpick and dip it in there and then swirl that into whatever recipe you're making. Dips, salsas, all kinds of things that you would use basil in. You can use the essential oil. So this is steam distilled from the leaf of the basil. It's got the aromatic description is warm, spicy, and herbal, of course. Let me smell it. Yeah. I grow this fresh out in my little herb garden. I love it. It promotes mental alertness and it lessens anxious feelings. It may help ease monthly feminine discomfort. It acts as a cooling agent for the skin. And of course, you can add it to your favorite food dishes, such as pasta or meat marinades. It can be used aromatically, topically, and internally. And it can be used neat with no dilution. And we have a tip here from the gardening blog. When watering your garden, combine basil essential oil and water to improve plant growth and to protect against environmental threats for your plants. So isn't that cool? One of the ways that I have used this is when I'm feeling some ear discomfort inside. I do not put it inside my ear, no, but I can rub it along my the bone right outside the ear and behind the ear. So basil, it's really great for that. The emotions that are addressed with basil is the oil of renewal. Symptoms of adrenal exhaustion can help identify the main moods that are treated with basil, primarily overwhelm, fatigue, low energy, and the inability to cope with life stressors. So the emotions addressed are anxious, weary, overwhelmed, tired, drained, exhausted, or addicted. So basil is the one for you, and it works well with the massage blend, the DNA repairing blend, and the tension blend. Now, the next one we're going to go to is bergamot. I've heard this pronounced bergamot and bergamot. You can choose how you want to pronounce it. I say bergamot. You say potato, I say potato. You say tomato, I say tomato. So the bergamot it's a citrus. It kind of looks like a little lemon. And it's the part of the plant that they use for the oil is the rind, where all of the oil is. And it's cold pressed or expressed. And of course, the aromatic description is citrus, spice, with a high floral note. Very floral. It's lovely. Has a very sweet floral scent. You can diffuse this for a sense of self-confidence, calming and soothing aroma. You can apply it to your skin while showering and inhale deeply to experience its calming aroma while enjoying its purifying skin benefits. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but every oil that I've talked about so far has calming benefits. And several of them have been purifying for the skin. So it just goes to show you that we have a lot to work with essential oils. And if one oil is recommended for a particular condition that you have, and maybe you're not getting the results that you want, you can look and see what other oils are recommended for that condition and try those. And then also you can try combining them. But, don't give up, because they are so beneficial and you will get the results that you're looking for. This one can be used aromatically, topically, and internally. But it's considered sensitive. So you should dilute it for if you're using it on young kids or if you have sensitive skin. You can use this essential oil. You can make an essential oil mojito with 3 drops of lime, 1 drop of bergamot, and 1 drop of peppermint. And then you can diffuse that. And it would be like a mojito diffuser blend. What else can I tell you about bergamot? It says it's the most delicate of the citrus plants. It requires special climate and soil in order to thrive. And the Italians have used bergamot for years to reduce feelings of stress and to soothe and rejuvenate skin. So we talked about that. You can add a drop of this to black tea and turn it into Earl Grey tea, because Earl Grey is black tea and bergamot. That's what makes it Earl Grey. So you can just make your own Earl Grey. You can add 1 or 2 drops to your skincare cleanser. And this is a citrus, so you want to avoid sunlight. If you've used it topically, you want to avoid UV rays for up to 12 hours after applying. This is up to 12 hours. So you may not have a sensitivity, but you just want to be aware that you could have a sensitivity. And the emotional benefit that we get through bergamot is that it addresses despair, low self-esteem, self-judgment, feeling unlovable and helpless. Now, the next one is black pepper. I love black pepper. Did I skip? I skipped. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to Birch, because Birch, this is one of the oils that is not available for sale. So when you go in September, doTERRA always has their big convention up in Salt Lake City. And it's so great because you learn so much. Even if you're not a wellness advocate, you're not using doTERRA for the business, but you're using it as a consumer, you should still go because they introduce new product and they have the new product for sale in a kit. And then you learn all about, the science behind the oils, and you just learn all kinds of things about essential oils and the other products that doTERRA has as well. And they have a huge room where you can go and try all the products and smell them. And it's really great. I love it. But so Birch is a special oil that comes in that kit that you buy at the convention. So it's a very special oil. It's native to Canada and the United States. Birch trees can grow up to 75 feet in height. And the oil is extracted from the bark. It's highly valued and sought after. And it's similar to wintergreen. I know that when I smell it, that's what I smell is the wintergreen. It is very similar. It's a sweet, spicy, minty aroma. And it can be detected in like toothpaste and gums. There was a gum, I want to say it was called Beecham's gum. When I was growing up, my grandfather always had that gum and I loved it. That's the flavor that I had tasted in that gum. It's very effective in promoting circulation, making it ideal for massage therapy and to soothe sore joints and muscles. So I've been using Deep Blue on my sore muscles, but maybe I'll just go ahead and use some of this. I don't like using it a lot because it's just a small bottle and I want it to last and I love it. I currently have it in my diffuser with clove and frankincense. And anyway, so due to its seasonality and limited supply, it's offered by doTERRA only one time per year, as I said, in that kit. And you can use 3 to 4 drops in the diffuser. You can use it topically. Use the sensitive protocol, so you'd want to dilute it. And topically, you could apply 1 to 2 drops to the desired area. In my case, my lower back and my left glute. And then the emotional benefits that it supports are if you're feeling unsupported, if you're feeling alienated, fear, weak-willed, or overly flexible. So you're feeling like, maybe you're being a doormat and you don't know how to say no. Birch is one to help support you against that so that you can stand up for yourself. Have you? Okay, almost done here. Now we're going to talk about black pepper. So this is one I use periodically, and the way I usually end up using it is if I get a cut. It's a coagulant. And so if you get a cut and you want to, I just put it straight on there. And let me get over to that page. And it just helps that scab start, and so that you're not bleeding. It enhances food flavor, of course. Rich source of antioxidants, maintain healthy circulation, diffuse or inhale directly to soothe anxious feelings. So again, another oil to help fight those anxious feelings. I know that this is also one that is recommended for when, like, you're trying to stop smoking. You can put a drop of this on your tongue to stave off those feelings to have a cigarette. You can create a warming, soothing massage by combining 1 or 2 drops with a carrier oil. You can diffuse or inhale it directly to soothe anxious feelings. You can take 1 to 2 drops in a veggie cap daily to support healthy cellular function. And you can, of course, add it to meats, soups, entrees, salads. This is one of the oils that I use in my chai diffuser blend. So chai is usually pepper, cinnamon, clove, cardamom, ginger. So you can play around with that and make a really pretty chai diffuser blend for your home. And then the emotional support that you get from the oil of unmasking, that's black pepper. It reveals the masks and facades used to hide aspects of the self. It invites individuals to get real by digging deep within the less understood parts of the self. The emotions addressed are emotional dishonesty, repressed emotions, feeling trapped, prideful, superficial, and judgmental. And I want to tell you, if you're doing some deep emotional work and you're using the essential oils, be aware that they are going to help you. And you might start experiencing feelings and things might start to come out that you weren't expecting. I remember an acquaintance of mine sharing that she was using, I forget if it was black pepper or another oil, but it was unmasking some really deep-seated anger. And she was like totally even keel, nicest person you can think of. And all of a sudden, all this anger was just spewing out of her. And it needs to come out. So if you could find a safe way to do that, that would be great. Working with a therapist, things like that. But just know that these oils are going to support you and help you on your emotional journey. And you may find that you've got some of that negativity that you've been repressing will start to come out, but that's good because you need to release it. So kind of got off on a tangent about the emotional support side, but it's important. It's really important. So the next one we're going to talk about is blue tansy. And I haven't, this is a new oil. They just released this oil in September, and I don't have this oil yet. It is a very blue oil. When you pour it out, it actually could stain, your hand. It's that blue. And so the deep blue, soothing blend that we have has blue tansy in it and blue chamomile, and it's a blue oil, but it doesn't stain because it's got the other oils probably to keep that from happening. But anyway, this is distilled from the flower, leaf, and stem of the blue tansy. It can be used aromatically and topically. We don't use it internally. And the key benefits are that it helps reduce the appearance of blemishes. It doesn't say that they are reduced because they turn blue. I'm sure that once the blue goes away, what they're saying is it helps reduce the blemishes, right? And then it uplifts the mood when used aromatically and provides a soothing sensation when applied to the skin. The aromatic description is that it's fruity, mellow, and balsamic, which that's an interesting description. You can diffuse it to uplift the mood. You can add it to a moisturizer or cleanser to reduce the appearance of blemishes or soothe the skin irritation. Yeah, and I do not have the emotional support. It's not in my book because my book's a couple years old. So, but we do know that it uplifts your mood. So the last one that we're going to talk about is one of my all-time favorites. We use a lot of this in my house. Breathe. That's the respiratory blend. Absolutely love, love, love Breathe. a game changer. My youngest son was very premature when he was born. He was 3 months premature. And so he had a lot of respiratory issues. And then for a while, you know, as like a toddler, he used the inhaler periodically, not all the time. Like if he gets too much exercise, he would start to wheeze. So, or if he got a cold, it would turn into like asthma. So, a few years ago when I started using doTERRA, we started using the Breathe Respiratory Blend for him. And, he only used the, inhaler a couple more times after that. And then since then, we've just been using the oil whenever that happens. So let me tell you about the oil and then I'll tell you how we use it. It's a blend. So it's laurel leaf, peppermint, eucalyptus, melaleuca, lemon peel, ravensar, and cardamom. And it's got like a minty, hot, fresh, airy scent to it. Oh my goodness, I love it. I mean, the minute you breathe it in, you can feel things just opening up. And well, I'll get to that in a second. So you can use this aromatically and topically. We do not use this internally, and follow the sensitive protocol. So you'll want to dilute it for young people or if you have sensitive skin. So a couple of the ways that we use it are, of course, in the diffuser. And also not just simply for breathing, but for sleeping better. So when we are breathing well, we will sleep better. So if you have difficulty sleeping, you might want to use the Serenity Restful Blend or lavender or various ones for that. And then throw in a drop or two of the Breathe to help open up your airways so that you're breathing well, and breathing, you know, up here and lower respiratory as well. And that will help you sleep better. And so another way that we use it besides the diffuser is, of course, right out of the bottle. Another way is to put it in your hand. Put a drop in your hand. I put 2 drops and breathe in. And that is so good. Oh my goodness, I love it. Now, another way to breathe it in, if you're having a lot of tightness in your chest and you're having difficulty breathing down there, you can make a cup like this and breathe in through your mouth. And you can feel it open up down here. Now, I want to caution you, when you breathe in, do it gently. Don't like that, because you'll probably start coughing, because it's minty and it's strong and it works really well. So that's another way to use it. And then, of course, you can rub it. So I'm going to take the rest of this and just rub it on my chest, the back of my neck, which will give me a nice cooling feeling. You can put it on the bottoms of your feet, especially with littles. You can put it on the bottom of their feet at night, and that will actually help them sleep well during the night, you know, to help them breathe. Because when you put things on the bottom of your feet, it is absorbed within about 26 seconds, and then it works its way throughout your whole body within 30 minutes. So that's why we suggest using the bottom of the feet. You can apply it to enjoy a cool, invigorating vapor. It helps minimize the effects of seasonal threats. When loud noises are keeping you up at night, you can diffuse it to calm and for a restful night's sleep. Let's see what else we've got here. Yeah. And then the emotional benefit from the respiratory blend, of course, it's the oil of breath. And the emotions addressed are sadness, grief, despair, feeling unloved, of course, difficulty breathing, like when your emotions are making it hard for you to breathe. This is a good one for that. When you're feeling constricted and you have feelings of distrust. Respiratory blend addresses the inability to let go of grief and pain. So really, really great oil. I love it. I love the scent. And that's it for those oils. Now, comment ABC to learn more. If you want to get some more in-depth information, if you had any questions, of course, you can leave a comment. I would love for you to leave comments, because that way when other people come on to view it, they can see the comments and then my responses. But you can also comment ABC and I'll get back to you, probably in a private, messenger. And then also I wanted to tell you that on Friday at 3:00, I'm going to do another Facebook Live event. And I'm going to try to do it a different way. It's a webinar, and I haven't used Be Live and Facebook to do webinars yet. So it's an experiment, but we'll be talking about nutrition. We have a really great nutrition pack. It's called the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and it has to be covered in a webinar. There's just so much to say about it. So that'll take about 30 minutes, which is my normal amount of time. And so if you comment ABC, I'll ask you if you need more information about that, or you can just leave a comment, remind me about the, remind me about the thing on Friday, the LLV. Just put LLV and I'll get back to you. Okay, my name is Melinda Heyer-Getz. I am a natural wellness educator with Wolf House Natural Living. Please remember to share this with your friends and come back, review this again, ask me your questions, and I will be here Friday at 3. This is not part of the ABCs of essential oils. It's another thing about the Lifelong Vitality Pack. And then next week, Wednesday at 3:00, we'll be continuing our ABCs of essential oils, and we'll be just covering the oils that begin with C and possibly D. We'll see how many I can fit in. All right. Thank you, and have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.